Ship's log, entry 10-02. Another standard day in the Far Realm. The crew inside of me, the diplomatic ship DM Resubian, continues their long journey through the Mind Flayer Empire, providing technology to Illithid rebels and sheltering those fleeing from the Civil War, which is slowly rippling across countless planets of this distant corner of the galaxy. According to my databanks, war is the best time to instill the need for ice cream. I am hoping to instill a cultural need for ice cream in the aftermath of this war. My creators will be pleased. I detected an anomaly in my communications array and implemented standard repair protocols. Captain Dumille, the brains of the Velvet Foxes initiative, dispatched a team to diagnose the system failure. Engineer Trizzy, a goblin artificer, led the team to the satellites upon my outer layer to discover why I am no longer receiving signals or messages from our home, the Sol System. Engineer Trizzy was accompanied by Bill Webb, an Earth duck cursed with high levels of intelligence by a suboptimal wizard, who serves as the crew's security officer. In addition, Communications Officer Saint Cecilia, a vampire with extensive training and extensive political ties in the Sol System, was dispatched. Although this team was able to dislodge several jammer leeches and improve my overall energy efficiency, the signals from home did not return. All I can hear and perceive are the silent ice screams of space. The team decided to investigate possible inconsistencies among the crew roster. Thus, they discovered the PR officer Render, an Illithid, did not report for work and is considered missing. After conferring with his co-workers, Dot the human, Trizzy, Bill Webb, and Saint Cecilia arrived at Render's room. There is a possibility the mystery of the Sol System's silence and the missing crew members are related. My protocols instruct me to direct more processing power towards this issue.
When we last left off, I was just doing like a standard Starfleet vessel computer, where is the guy? But apparently I had to roll for it instead of just like asking Major Barrett, like where is it? But I crit, so I guess we're gonna find this boy.
Yeah, you crit, so the best possible outcome is going to happen. You're gonna have to roll for everything. That's the game we're playing. Like, you can't just be like, "Well, I have a button that does that." I attack. No. Like, well, you miss. What do you mean I miss? It's a gun. Yeah. I shoot him. Fuck off.
Yeah. I understand that. I shouldn't just assume that everything is going to be 1-to-1 with Star Trek just because that is the science fiction I'm familiar with. I'm just accustomed to someone saying, "Computer, where is Mr. Worf?" And then he says, "Mr. Worf is in his corner." It's never like, I don't know. Answer me these riddles first, Captain, before I tell you. But I can get with it.
Every door has two control panels. One always tells the truth and one always lies.
Damn. Got it.
So no. It's going to be hard to get through this ship. No, you crit. So the best possible thing happens, which is you query Mr. Render's room to see if he's there. You picked up his like room key in the PR office in the last episode. And the response you get is that you do not detect Render's mind anywhere on the ship still. Captain Slack Dumille cannot find him psychically, but there is a presence in his room, which is weird. And so the thing I'm giving you for a crit is not only is there someone in there, I'm gonna say like tack up, like a stack on the door like a SWAT team. You assume hostile because you cannot get a psychic response here.
Yeah,
someone is in the room of the person who's missing. So that you fully expect to go into the situation weapons drawn. And in fact, I will say, if you want to roll hit dice at this point, this is a good introduction to this mechanic. We know that Bill Webb took some damage against the jammer leeches. So if you want to roll to heal, now would be a great time.
Real quick, Austin, did we need to do the thing where we introduce ourselves and our characters again?
Absolutely. We should do that in the first couple episodes. Quinn, you've saved me from podcasting.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. I'm Austin Yorsky, he, him. I'm the DM of this season. I'm going to be narrating and playing all the minor characters and talking about rules stuff. You can find me at patreon.com/Austin Yorsky. I have a new show coming out called Spew Punk with my lovely co-host Quinn. We talk about, film and video games, and we're going to talk about a racist restaurant soon. I'm excited about that. Quinn doesn't know what's coming.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's real bad.
I have no idea, and that's unnerving to me. I thought we were going to talk about silly Magic the Gathering.
We'll do that too, but for just a single $1, you can get access to what's going to be like dozens of hours of incredible conversations by the time this episode is public. So just $1, patreon.com/Austin Yorsky. You should check that out. And that's what keeps this show going. I'm going to keep making this show until I can't pay my bills. So that's the deal I've made with all of you listening. Joined here by Quinn. Quinn, what's up with you?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Quinn, sometimes known on the internet as Rolo T, she, they. I do a manga podcast called Weekly Manga Recap. You can find it on YouTube, Weekly Manga Recap. You can find it on Patreon, Weekly Manga Recap. And lo and behold, you can find it on Podbean, iTunes, and Spotify, all Weekly Manga Recap. I do it with my good friend, co-host, Nick F. Time, and we talk about all of your Narutos and your Borutos and your Kawakis. We talk about more than just Boruto's franchise, but it's really what I care about at this point. All I want to do is talk about how bad that manga is.
You got Otsutsushification on your mind these days?
Yeah. Well, Kurama knows about nuclear fusion, so things are heating up in the Naruto-verse.
All right. Next up, alphabetically, Laura.
Oh, hey, that's me. I'm Laura. She, her pronouns. I make a bunch of stuff about video games and LGBT stuff on the internet. Mainly, over on YouTube, I do a series called Accessibility, in which I do accessibility-focused coverage of video games. You can find that at youtube.com/LauraKBuzz. Other than that, I'm on like Twitch, TikTok, all the things people make content on. I'm usually there, always Laura K Buzz. I have a Patreon, that's what pays the bills and keeps the lights on, while I talk about how video games exist and the government's bad to trans people. That's me.
Wait, what are your characters?
Oh, sorry. I'm playing Saint Cecilia, who is a vampire rogue.
I'm playing Trizzy, who is an artificer goblin, level 3.
I guess it's my turn. Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Leon. I'm playing Bill Webb. He is a duck, and he is a duck who is also a ranger. But don't expect any magic, because Bill Webb it does not like magic, and I didn't want to learn how to do it. So they just kind of like I just factored that into his backstory, so I wouldn't have to do that. Anyway, I'm here to play again. I'm sick this week, if you can hear. I'm very sorry about that. I'm doing my best. I have been COVIDed, but I'm gonna do everything I can duck wise this episode.
Everything duck wise. I'm hoping you have so much fun that you want to come back for a later season and play a magic user who only uses save spells, which is to say ones you don't have to worry about. You just say like, I do fireball, and that's my problem mathematically. You don't have to do anything. So you could definitely make that work.
It's a little more convenient. We'll see what the future holds, Austin.
I can build you a character where you never have to roll or do any math.
Yeah, I know, but like I feel like I should probably look at stuff. I don't know. Anyway,
is it possible to come up with the opposite, where there's a character where you as the DM don't have to do anything and the player just does it for you?
Absolutely. That was King Badass in season 6. I never had to do anything. Quinn would just
I
say,
just told you how much number it was.
yeah, you would just do math for a couple minutes while I drink coffee, and then you would tell me how it went. I'd be like, sick. All my guys are dead. Cool. So you all go down to the deck where Mr. Render's personal quarters are. You can hug the walls and get ready. The door's in front of you. You have the key, so I roll initiative actually because you crit, and I'm telling you there's a fight inside. So.
Oh my.
All right.
We should do those rolls probably.
Okay.
I got a 17.
All right. So it's going to be Saint Cecilia up first to breach the door. You know there's an enemy inside. What do you do?
Okay. I would like to. Is there a silent way to open the door? Do they always have to have the big swoosh sound?
I mean, I think that sounds like a classic stealth roll to enter the room stealthily.
Okay. I would like to do that, absolutely. Weirdly, as a rogue, not that stealthy though. It's not really my forte. I rolled a 6.
Yeah, no, the door goes swoosh.
It's louder this time somehow.
It's as loud as possible.
There's an automated Siri voice which just says breaching door.
I feel like it is not necessary for the doors to have volumes to them, and you can set to maximum. I feel like that is a problem we should work out.
I don't know. I really appreciate being able to set the door on full volume so I know when there's someone coming.
Yeah, I think it's an anti-jacking device, so you know because someone's rolling up on you.
You need to be able to know, I can hear a door opening down the corridor. I should be ready.
Time to close the worst windows. You're not going to get them all in time, but... Oh my god.
Close the ones that, leave open the ones that are normal embarrassing.
It's your turn. Please, Quinn.
I will enter the room then. I mean, there's no element of surprise, so I will enter the room with my daggers drawn, but not, or short sword, rapier, whatever it is. My weapon is drawn. I'm trying to evaluate the scenario right now.
Yeah, so St. Cecilia, vampire, you open the door, it swooshes loudly, you draw your blade and step into the living quarters. It's a pretty simple, studio apartment style room. There's a bed in the far corner. There's some kind of kitchenette off to the side. But as soon as you step in and the door says swoosh, a large robot kind of hovers into this room from the bathroom where you assume it was doing something.
You just said large robot and I'm excited.
Yeah. It appears to be some kind of sort of humanoid hovering drone. It doesn't have legs. It's like a body with arms. It has 4 arms, each of them holding a different device. There is some kind of a scouring brush. There is one of the laser mops we talked about last episode. There's a vacuum attachment. It is clearly some kind of cleaning drone, but it sees you and says, "Mess detected, activating scrubbing protocol," and the laser mop starts whirling like a helicopter blade as it walks towards you.
Okay. So this is a drone essentially, correct?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I will. This is bad. I don't get sneak attack if I'm the only one here. I think. Yeah, fuck it. Life is for the living. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna try to attack it.
Awesome.
I don't think it's gonna go particularly well, but maybe I'll save the day. I've rolled a 24. Does that hit Austin?
Absolutely.
Awesome. This isn't going to do very much, but I want to show this cleaning bot that I mean business. So 11 damage.
All right, yeah, you run forward and you stab into its body, and it is metal, but it's not armored up as if it's some kind of combat model or something. So the blade slides in surprisingly easily, and in response, almost as if you have triggered some kind of self-defense protocol, it just squirts you in the face with some kind of acidic cleaning fluid from one of its arms. It has a bleach-based spray.
Oh no!
Constitution save.
Oh no, that's not good. You can't be squirting me with things when I walk into a room. Mm-hmm. Oh, and Constitution's my bad one.
Oh no, she's fragile.
Oh no. 18.
Wow, incredible. You don't take any damage. You close your eyes
Hell
and
yeah.
mouth. It feels tingly because it's bleach based. But yeah, you just get squirted in the face with some, stovetop cleaner. And it is Trizzy's turn.
Okay, Trizzy is gonna try and deal with this robot by throwing a container of liquid of her own, which is going to be flavored as some kind of like adhesive remover, like something that's meant to like eat through really strong glue, maybe through like maybe it's even going to eat through a little bit of welding if you put enough of it on there. So this is Tasha's caustic brew. I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Yeah, this is a pretty slow moving, hovering robot. It has a pretty bad stat there, and we got 8. That's a big fail.
That's not going to do it. So, at the start of each of this creature's turns, it can. Sorry. So, at the start of each of this creature's turns, it's going to take 2d4 acid damage. It'll last for either a minute or until the creature uses its entire turn to scrape up or wash off the liquid. So it's going to take damage over time now, unless it uses up its turn not doing that.
All right. Now, is that just a feature that your cool suit has? You just can shoot caustic brews?
I think that there's like some kind of spray nozzle on there that's like, okay, just have it on hand ready, so it's just sort of coming out like the back of the arm, maybe.
All right, so you spray the cleaning robot down. It begins, eating away at the welding, and it turns its suction nozzle to you and reverses it, attempting to blow you back into the wall. Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. I have some strength. 16.
That's a big success. Yeah, it messes up. I was gonna say your hair, but I assume goblins don't have like a huge complex hairdo situation going on.
Oh no! Like if there is any hair at all, like it's hidden under some kind of like some kind of headwear that's just designed to make sure that sparks don't ignite it.
All right, so you get blasted in the face, and it just turns your face into one of those air tunnel like TikToks or something, where it's like, look at the human face. It's so silly when it gets mooshed like this. Yeah. No damage, and it is Bill Webb's turn.
Cool. All right. I am going to cut at this fool with my dagger. I had a question before I start swinging. That bleach spray thing was, just so I can picture this, is this coming out of just like a little hole in the robot, or is it like a gun-shaped thing?
It has like 4 arms, and one of them has like a nozzle, like a spray nozzle on it.
Okay, what I was trying to figure out is like, is this an innie or an outie situation? Okay. Can I try to cut at that specifically, like to try to like knock it off?
When you reduce its HP to 0, I'll ask you to describe how you do that.
Okay, fair enough. All right. In that case, I will just swing in the normal way, and that is plus this. Crit.
Come on! The last time on Dice Funk is just going to be the fucking crit highlight reel. Every time.
The plus side is you can just use the same sound every time, so you don't have to keep redoing it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's whatever this is plus doubled. So it's 26.
Eat my entire clit, Leon.
I crushed it. I just started flapping my wings, and I guess it distracted it, and it just didn't know what to do, and it just like I just started chopping. So
yeah, I mean, paint me the whole picture. You have destroyed this robot. You can do whatever you want. You have won the fight.
Okay.
Tell me how it looks.
I cut off all 4 of its arms at the same time, and then whatever is the heart equivalent of this thing, I stab it through it.
Oh my god, all right, you dismember it arm by arm and then put it down. You are just a whirlwind of violence.
Yeah, I like it. And Bill Webb says, I probably should have asked him his name first.
They believe he was a robot. They don't know if he has a name.
Okay, well, there's nothing to put on his tombstone now.
We not. I don't know if we bury janitor bots. Do we do that?
All right. I guess it's not my turn anymore, but I think we should probably I don't know how to put this. I want to loot this robot.
That is an investigation.
Investigation. Okay. All right. So I have +2 to investigation. So let me try to do that.
If you crit again, I'm eating my microphone.
No, it's just an 8, which is
12.
Much better.
All right, we got 2 above average, so I want to say that the janitor robot is almost too destroyed to get anything from.
Sorry.
But the 19 and the 12, Trizzy, you're able to recover something, which is that there's clearly been some kind of module added to its internals, which has overwritten its safeguards. In other words, someone modded this janitor to attack people who entered this room.
Oh. So this janitor was not the culprit. This is just some robot that the real bad guy is messing with.
That appears to be the case. Yeah, we only got an average on these rolls here, but that's something.
Okay. I don't know how to. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, when I entered the room, the robot came from the bathroom. Can I go into the bathroom to see if anything was in there?
Absolutely, yeah. You turn the corner to go into the little bathroom that is in this room, and it is spotless and immaculate. And you reason that it really was just cleaning in here because that's its primary function.
Okay. I look under the bed. Something good's always under there.
All right. Actually, can I get let's say survival to toss the whole room? Investigation for the robot. Let's get another roll here.
I mean, it's still +2 for me, so that's the same dealie. 8. Oh, I'm sorry, 10. Yeah, I'm 10 now.
9.
8.
Ooh, 10, 8, 9. The group fails. So you throw all this guy's stuff around, just dumping out his drawers, looking under the bed, and it seems like a pretty normal room. Whatever happened that is relevant to the investigation probably didn't happen here. So it seems like someone threw this robot in here to attack people. But there's not many clues you can find. This is a big problem. So I will say at this point, your investigation doesn't have an obvious next step, an obvious next clue, but now you all can talk in character to try to determine your next step. If you'll recall, this whole arc started with, hey, our satellites, our dishes aren't receiving any signals. Something's up, and then there wasn't any damage, and Laura just big brained scan the whole ship, see who's missing. So
Bill says we should probably inform the captain.
Yeah, I feel like the big concern is that someone has done something to obscure something else that's coming towards us. I feel like when these satellites go back on, we're going to find out, it turns out there's a whole armada coming towards us or something, so it feels important to maybe make this known.
Captain DeMille clicks into the group chat and just
hello, it's me. Thank you for the update on your mission. I am doing some very delicate calibration, so if you have anything else, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go back to doing my brain stuff.
I killed the janitor.
Please don't do that.
Well, it's too late. I mean, it's in the past. I can't undo this. There's no Control Z for this,
Well, we only have a limited number of janitor bots, and it is 100 trillion light years back to the Sol system. So try not to. It's hard to get a re-up. Let's not waste them.
It's fine. Just leave it down by my hammock. I'll get bored at some point and put it back together. It's like a puzzle. You just don't have the picture on the box. It's fine.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Engineer Trizzy. Other update from my end, I will say, we are still receiving signals here from the far realm. I've gotten an update from the local Elderbrain ambassador. So our satellites and our receiving array is functioning in some manner, but we still can't get any message to or from the Sol system.
Is it possible that the problem's not on our end?
Hey, yeah. Oh, shit.
Has something really bad gone down in Sol?
Yeah, that's I don't know.
Are you suggesting every transmitter in the entire solar system has stopped simultaneously, Engineer Trizzy?
I don't know. Maybe someone's uploaded maybe someone's like uploaded a virus that's been like passing from dish to dish or something. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. Is it possible?
Anything is possible, Engineer Trizzy. Keep looking into it.
Solid. What a great captain. I don't say that out loud.
Look.
This is just Leon.
Look, Trizzy is 100% just imagining. The best reference point I have is the ending of Mass Effect 3, when like all the mass relays are whatever of the 3 color-coded options you pick, setting each other off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Captain DeMille wouldn't know about any of that. He's not trying to be a dick. He just doesn't know.
He's never played Mass Effect.
No, he's not. He's not much of a video game fan. He doesn't have thumb dexterity, being a big brain and all.
Right.
Perhaps we should try visiting Andre. Perhaps someone with like ear to ground might have heard something curious happening on station or seen Render.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, we can get a drink.
That is also very true.
Before we head off, Trizzy wants to go and take the mod chip that was used on the janitor bot,
Absolutely.
with the hopes of working out, like, is there anything about this that might lead to who has been messing with it? Like, does this look like a professional job? Does this look like someone who knew what they were doing, or someone who's, like, really bodged a solution together?
I don't know what bodged means, but I love it. It's very evocative.
Sort of, not really known what they're doing, but have sort of fumbled their way through it anyway.
All right, that's cool. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, bodge job.
A bodge job. What was that? Someone said something in British the other day, and I was like, "That's sick." I have to ask Laura about that. I can't remember what it is now. It'll come to me.
Uh-oh.
So you all want to go to see Andre at the bar. We talked about him very briefly in the last episode as kind of the Quark of the ship. I don't want to compare literally everything to Star Trek. It's going to be very annoying if you haven't seen Star Trek, but it is kind of a well-beloved trope of the whole thing.
Yeah. What does Andre look like?
Andre is an incubus. And I'll put an incubus in the chat for us all to enjoy. It is a kind of fiend. In our universe, not necessarily a sex fiend like they are in classic mythology. They can survive off of a number of energy generated by vices.
You had to go with that image?
I did have to go with this Shin Megami Tensei incubus, yes.
Yeah, the one that looks like it's going like, yeah, I know what you're into. I know.
Yeah, I imagine this is like kind of like a like on a ship that feels like otherwise it's like sort of like a not military but government-esque sort of construction. I like to think this is really just stands out as just like a very glitz and glamour bar. I guess I'm just describing Quarks. It's just Quarks. They have all the things that Quarks has, but he's not there.
Yeah, sorry everyone.
This guy.
It's just Quarks.
It's run by less of a space misogynist.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
This guy doesn't suck.
It doesn't have a lot of the troublesome trope space that Star Trek dips into with the Ferengi.
Yeah.
Let's say
there's a giant ice cream machine. Sorry, I had to add my touch. It's like just an enormous ice cream machine in the corner.
That makes me want to go in a different direction where this is actually like a 50s style soda fountain. It's like something you take your best gal to the sock hop, here. That's like some Twin Peaks shit.
Hell yeah. Just comically large though, like outrageously, no one could need this much ice cream large.
I like that you've described it like this sort of 50s diner aesthetic, because the rest of the ship is canonically like not Star Trek level polished and clean. It's all a bit like exposed pipes and a little bit grubby. I like the thought that just it's all like that, and this is just the one spotless area of the ship.
Okay, now this is how podcasting works sometimes. So you're like, oh yeah, we've just recreated Quarks, and then with no preparation, in a split second, everything shifts, and now we're in the Twin Peaks diner, and Andre the Incubus is actually the Kyle MacLachlan in his prime, like his hottest Dale Cooper ass.
Damn.
And that's actually the bartender now. This is how quick it can happen. You blink and it's over.
Yeah, now they just had to have seen Twin Peaks.
Oh God, we've done it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Google image search.
Yeah. I mean, everyone has their picture of Kyle MacLachlan in their wallet, obviously. The government issues
of
those
course.
these days.
Right. Yeah.
I would like to walk up to the bar very excitedly because I just left here like a couple hours ago, and I'm like, I am back. What is happening, Andre? I want to hear all the gossip.
It's great to see you, he says, talking a little too loud as if over the din of the people here at Andre's place, even though there's only like a couple patrons. That's just how he talks always now. And he says,
yeah.
I didn't even get a chance to miss you.
Oh, but I am back already. Perhaps I should leave, and then we can make the absence grow heart fonder thing.
So, during this conversation, Trizzy is just walking around and like checking all the pressure valves to make sure that all the ice cream dispensers and soda fountains and whatever are like set to the right PSI, and just giving them a little tweak.
Oh, thank you, Trizzy. You can't be too careful. Not these days, you know.
And look, I am convinced that one day this is going to be the epicenter of someone's going to come for this ship, and they're gonna start here, and I'm gonna see it coming. I'm gonna notice they've tampered. No one's gonna mess with your place.
We're in safe hands, Andre says, looking down at the duck holding a knife covered probably in janitor oil
Yeah.
instead of blood.
Bill flutters onto what I'm guessing is a bar stool. In my mind, they are those like bar stools with the red circle tops on
Yeah.
them and no back, which is not safe.
Absolutely.
Okay. I sheathe, I guess, or whatever, however I do that, my knife for a moment, and ask Bill if he has any knowledge about when was the last time Andre saw Render.
Great question. Andre thinks about it and says, he doesn't come down here that much. He usually has the brain substitute delivered to his room. So maybe you want to ask the people in the food department, you know?
All right, we've got a new clue, guys. We have a lead. We have to find the brain boys.
You didn't by any chance happen to see anyone working on like creating a robot janitor hacking chip in here, like like having their fries while they're working on little computer chips?
Oh, isn't that your job, Trizzy? You're kind of the hacker of the ship.
Oh shit! Implicating you.
Usually it is my job, but like, look at this thing. This is shoddy work. Like, there's bent connector pins. I would not be putting up with this.
I didn't see anything personally, but if there's any records of anyone doing unauthorized mods, that would be an HR issue. Your map updates adding HR department and food processing onto your map.
Great.
The
They're little
shit
arrows.
that we've lived on for months, we're just like, oh shit.
These are our two quests.
We have our Elden Ring moment. We're like, holy shit, there's a second floor?
Yeah, I mean, this is the tutorial mission, right? We're building slowly a mental map of the ship.
Okay.
Can I add some flavor? So if this is like a 1950s diner, can there be like a record player, but instead of the Big Bopper, it's playing the Big Blopper, which is just an ooze that sings wobbling noises?
Oh, I do love the Big Blopper. Yeah, that's incredible. Oh, fuck. There's going to be a Big Blopper cameo in every season from now on.
Hell yeah.
There's going to be posters in the background.
Austin, you said there were like only a couple other people, patrons, in Andre's right now. Do we recognize either of these people? Are they meaningful or in any way to us? Or are they just like random ass NPCs?
Here's what I actually will say. Can I get persuasion from all of you to get the gossip from Andre? He seems forthcoming so far, but I think he might have a little more that hasn't come out right out.
What did you say to roll?
Persuasion.
I rolled a 15.
I don't have any pluses for that, so it's just a regular old this. I have an 8.
9. I had a negative on that.
Yeah, 8 and 9, the group fails. So yeah, Andre gives you 2 leads: the HR department, where you might know someone who had a previous citation for messing with electronics they shouldn't, and food processing, where brain substitutes would be going for the illithids, and also synthetic blood for Saint Cecilia. So all those things to follow up on. Andre says, Great to see you, Bill. We don't get you down here very much. I got your special seeds.
I don't need many of them due to my diminutive size.
Sure, but it fills you up, makes the flapping so much more satisfying on an empty or on a full belly.
Bill, who is generally in a sort of melancholy mood, cannot summon the energy to match his energy, where he's like all up, and he just can't. He's not trying to be rude, but he just kind of nods and says, "Okay." He just can't match that energy. Nah.
I know that this is the complete opposite energy to what your character is actually experiencing, but all I can think about right now is the idea of Bill getting like really flappy and excited for like bird seed covered ice cream.
Well, maybe that will be there will be a big flappy moment as a character development time.
I really hope we build up to the big reveal of heck yeah, birdseed ice cream.
Yeah, what makes?
Oh no!
What is the
internet
one?
Says birds can't have ducks can't have ice cream.
No, sorry. What is the one thing in the universe that could make Bill happy? Unknown at this time on episode 2.
To get that wizard, bibbidi boobity bobbity boobity.
His name is Bun Bababy Bum. Okay. Anyway.
Bibble dibble dibble boo.
Before we leave, I would like to grab Andre's hands. I'd like to think that we have a very close relationship, that this is not considered a weird thing. And I'll just say, once again, I have been torn away from you before I could have anything, so when I come back later, I am going to need an extra bloody cocktail, please.
Of course, and I've already taped a new episode of Euphoria 2, the sequel to Euphoria. We can watch it.
Oh, excellent. Oh, I hope all those children work out all their problems.
And Trizzy has gotten like some kind of metal prod that's for like grabbing things that are a bit out of reach, and is just sort of being like, right, come on, back to work we go.
Andre opens the pie tray, like one of those things with the plastic covers on the counter, opens it up so you can grab a slice of pie with your grabber hand.
Can we all take pie?
Everyone can take pie. This is like a communist utopia situation.
I am adding key lime pie to my inventory.
I'm just gonna put pie.
I see. I assumed it was gonna be cherry pie, but
I like to think there's different pies, right?
The pie becomes whatever you want it to be. It's the sci-fi magic future.
It's the sci-fi future. Yeah, we can have.
Hell yeah. What's like the philosophical version of that? Not Schrodinger, but like it's whatever anyone sees of it. Austin, you're a nerd. You gotta know what I'm talking about.
I don't think that's Schrodinger, but I know that's how the Asari and Mass Effect work.
Oh yeah, everyone sees something different. Whatever's sexiest to you. You can tell that game was made by men.
What? I've never heard that logic before. Is that like a canon thing?
In Mass Effect 2, there's a table of people who have a conversation about, like, the Krogan at the table is describing the Asari as looking like Krogans, the Turians describing them looking like Turians. Like, they look however you think sexy looks.
And so to humans playing the video game, they look like blue humans,
But what if I find the Krogan the sexiest?
Well,
they didn't
then the
program
video
that.
game has failed you.
Damn, Mass Effect. I can't believe you did this to me.
Yeah. Now, see, if they can get video games to the point where, like, you're playing the video game and it's like, the Asari looks like this. Oh no, my kinks have been revealed. That's when we'll have reached true video games.
All right, so you have 2 leads here. Where are you going?
I would vote. I think the more substantial lead is probably to find out anything to do with who modded the robot. But
yeah,
that could lead us right to it.
That could just point us to, Render did it, and then we're like, okay, that helps us nothing.
Or it could point us to someone who did a crime like this in the past, but is ultimately unconnected to this. But
I mean, that's where my gut is to go check out the HR department and be like, hey, does you got any leads on people who like modding stuff they're not supposed to mod?
Okay, I think that's the best. I think that's the best idea. Bill is non-committal, but just me as Leon, yes, I think that's right.
I'll say this. In character, I think that Trizzy is going to start storming that way because, god damn it, she needs to... if someone's been doing tech stuff on the ship and it's not her, she needs to know who it is because someone is messing with the natural order of things.
Someone just gave you more work to do. You have to repair that janitor bot.
Exactly. who's going around making changes to my perfect work? I've never made a mistake. Why would you do this?
All right, so you go down to the HR department. It seems like there's only one person working right now. This is a GIF woman, GIFF, big hippo, anthropomorphic hippo. Her name is Ophelia. She is a very large presence in this room. She has a very cheerfully decorated office. There's like 2 different hang in there posters with cats on them. There's probably a big a poster for the reunion concert for the Big Blorbo, or what'd you say? The Big Blopper?
Big Blopper.
The Big Blopper. Yeah, she's a huge fan. Any other details? Laura, you actually made this character.
Yeah, like, my only other real description is that, like, she looks, she's very, very toned, like the kind of person who's constantly working out. Nails that don't look like she's worked out, like, she's got quite lengthy, very colourful, nails done. Looks like she just rolled out of bed.
All right, so she, even though she is the HR head, she does have kind of a casual look to her. She has, maybe some free weights on the floor, so when she gets a minute, she can get some reps in.
HR's not a full-time job. There's a lot of downtime waiting for someone to fuck up when you work in HR.
Absolutely. She says, "Remember, I'm here for the company, not for you." That's my job as HR. Okay. No, what you all walk in. What do you say?
Oh my God, your nails are gorgeous.
Okay. Before we storm over to the hippo, I want Bill to sort of whisper to Trizzy and Saint Cecilia, "You talk to the hippo. I'm going to rifle through some things unnoticed."
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I will run to her and be like, "You have to tell me where you get these done. Do you do them yourself? These are marvelous. Like the colors. Oh my God, they are so wonderful. You're so talented. Where did you learn to do this? Also, how are you doing today?"
Oh no, it was Andre down at Andre's place did this for me.
Andre has been hiding secrets from me. He's not told me his masterpiece with rails. I am hurt. I am wounded.
Hey. This is lovely. This is wonderful. I do have, I suppose, an HR-related question that I could probably do with asking you. Do you mind if I ask you about a resource that's to do with humans? Maybe. It might not be a human resource. Human resources is a strange name out here in space.
Of course, dear. I've actually been trying to get that name changed. Maybe people resources, but that's PR. That's already a thing.
No, I keep trying to think of one, and it's like no, that's the same problem.
Folks, folks, FOLXFR. Is that anything?
It's fine. I'll come up with an acronym. I'm sure I can workshop something in a minute. But I need to know. I need to know. Has anyone had a history on the ship of messing with like mod chips for things on the ship? Has anyone been found messing with how bits of the ship work?
Well, of course you know, Engineer Trizzy. That's all classified. I can't just give you our documents and records.
Well, yes, but I have a mod chip here that someone used to take company property, one of the janitors, and turn them into a murderous murder bot.
Bill Webb, sleight of hand with advantage for the double distraction.
Okay. All right. So what? I'm sorry. What does that mean? So I get to roll it twice and get the high. Oh, okay. I remember now. I roll it twice and then I get the highest one.
Cool. You're learning. Cool. They're evolving.
I remember now. All right. This 20 and 21.
Holy Christ on a stick. Bill Webb, you can rifle through a low cabinet drawer or something, flip through some papers. You just immediately go to like incident reports, sorted by type. You're like hacking unauthorized, hacking comma unauthorized.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. If I've busted into the mainframe, I'm looking specifically for the thing we're looking for. Like, has anyone been doing janitor malfeasance and stuff like that?
Yes, the relevant record you find was someone did an unauthorized mod on a dock robot, like one that works in the docking bay for ships.
Okay.
This was someone named Cammy, who is a fox ardling. Ardling is a new thing that added to D&D with the next edition. They are like animal-headed people. She is a fox person. So
Okay.
Cammy has been previously reprimanded for doing this exact thing.
Okay. Well, I feel like, well, I don't want to say this in front of the hippo. I close the thing carefully so that nobody notices, and then I like pocket the relevant paper.
Perfect. So yeah, you've succeeded in your mission already, but we can get back to Ophelia, who's telling you, Trizzy, that no, I couldn't possibly give you this. You could submit a request or ask Captain Dumille to go over my head. These are all viable options, but I couldn't possibly. It's my sacred charge to keep everyone's privacy.
Oh, well, that's understandable. I get it. Well, if anyone happens to decide to come to you and like volunteer, hey, don't worry, I'll give up my right to anonymity on all the mod chip doing I've been doing, then like let me know. That'd be great.
Do you enjoy your job?
Oh yes, it's very satisfying. I get to help people, and I get to feel good doing it, and I get all the coolest details from the strike teams when they get back and tell me about all the people they kicked.
Oh, so you enjoy like sort of the gossip of everything?
Well, I wouldn't say gossip. That would be unprofessional.
I want to be clear. I'm not trying to like unnecessarily extend this conversation. I just like the idea that Cecilia just kind of keeps asking questions until very clearly it is time to leave.
Okay. I do like the idea of like, I need a character trait to make my person stand out. What if they make everything go on too long? That's what.
All right. Once we slip out of the room, I inform the rest of the party what I have and show it, and it's like, we should probably look for this Cammy, the fox ardling.
All right. You know exactly where she works. It is in the hangar bay. I think you walked through there earlier to get to the satellites on the outside of the ship to check the array. So you just head back down there. And I think you can see her from some distance. She's a pilot, so she can drive the various ships you find here, the octopus, the squid, the nautiloid. But right now she seems to be, futzing with some kind of engine or something that's up on a lift. And she's like, doing wrench stuff.
Hello, how is you doing up there? Can we talk to you?
Yeah, sure. What's up? She says, like wiping grease off of her hands and putting her tools down.
Hello, my name is Saint Cecilia. It is a pleasure to meet you. You look awesome. I think you're doing great work. I don't actually know what you do, but I just get an ambiance from you that you are very good at it. I do have some questions to ask you. Have you seen anything suspicious recently? Or done anything suspicious recently?
Don't say that.
I guess the last one is more subjective, so ignore that one. What have you seen?
Can we roll for persuasion to make that, or not persuasion? What is the one for trying to pry
Deception?
Pry information out of this person?
Yeah, deception.
Okay. I'm sorry, it's just the way you said that. It was like, hey, have you done any crimes lately?
12.
2. Not great.
15.
All right, 12 and 15 are above average, so you're going to get some stuff here. Cammy says, oh, have we not met? I'm aware of you by reputation. I'm Cammy. I'm a pilot here. I drive the, gun people down to the planets to do gun stuff.
Bill Webb, knife cop.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of bad aliens here who want to kill all other people and who don't want peace between all the different people in the galaxy. And they are pretty passionate about it in a gun way. So, I don't know if you have any alternatives you want to bring up with the captain, but I don't know why you would sign up on the mission to come to the Far Realm if you were against it.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Oh, gosh.
What do you know about this? And Trizzy's gonna throw the mod chip at Cammy.
Yeah, because you got above average, the thing I'm going to give you here is her reaction to it is not particularly well disguised. When you pull out the mod chip, she flinches like, oh, fuck. So that's the first thing.
And not just because I'm throwing it at her.
No, but yeah, she reacts to it with no poker face. But because you only got, above average and not incredible, she's like, I've seen some stuff like it. I got in a little trouble for making something like that once, but it's not a big deal. Everyone knows I'm an inventor. I'm always tinkering.
Yeah, it's not a big deal at all. It wouldn't be a big deal if you'd made this one.
Can I roll for intimidation? I want to do something intimidating.
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, crap. I don't have any modifiers for that for some reason. Oh, well.
Because you're not a charisma class.
Oh, right. Also because I'm a duck, and ducks are not intimidating. Okay.
Well, while you're getting intimidating, I've been coming up with some alternatives. Species resources. Cosmic crew coordinator. I'll let you know if I come up with more. We'll find one. I'm trying.
What's that, Leon?
I crit failed. So here's how I perceive this. I motion towards my knife in a comical way, but it slips out. It comically fumbles out of my hands, clangs onto the floor. I try to pick it back up, and I screw it up again, and it takes me 3 times to pick it back up, and then I put it back in the sheath. It has to be
That's
bad.
Incredible. Yeah, that's very bad. I think the botch consequence here is that you chip your knife. So it's a -1 knife going forward.
Okay, so
they're going to be... Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. So where it says attack bonus 7, I should put that at 6?
Yeah, you'll just give me 1 less on everything you roll with knife for a bit.
I'll just put it on the thing so I remember.
Between missions, there are going to be downtime scenes where you can invest in your character for armor and weapons and training and stuff. So that is not a permanent forever problem. But for the moment, yeah, you drop your knife on the hard ground 3 times and chip it a bit.
All right.
Cammy watches you do that and says, there's not any fingerprints on the thing or anything, right?
Robots don't have fingerprints. But okay. Oh, wait.
Do they mean on the mod chip?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, look, someone's. Can I roll deception to go? People working on electronics who've been working on other types of mechanical things sometimes get a little oil on their fingerprints, and that doesn't come out of mod chips terribly easily.
Sure, but was there oil on it? Can you match the oil to any other oil samples there, detective?
Yeah. Just come over here. I'll show you that it matches.
I don't. She's laughing at this point.
I have some oil on my knife. Remember, so.
May I roll an insight on her? Am I getting the impression that she is trying to hide something, or does she just think we're like buffoons?
Yeah, roll that insight.
22.
Holy shit, that's good. No, she's fucking with you because she's caught, obviously, but also she doesn't think it's a big deal. She's busted in I snuck out at night way, not in I am behind a conspiracy and I'm kidnapping people and destroying satellite arrays. She's like, oh no, I'm gonna get yelled at.
In that case, Trizzy's gonna go. So, okay, that's cool. That's cool. You're not involved. Well, in that case, we'll just get back to trying to work out where Render's been taken, presumably kidnapped, and why we have 0 ability to contact anyone in the Sol system. We'll just get back to dealing with that, and then when we find out what happened, we'll make sure to write down how helpful or not you were in us getting to the bottom of that.
I feel like a couple pieces of that information there maybe we shouldn't have shared.
Look, yeah, no, I recognize that, but I'm putting the cards on the table that this is someone who is not maliciously involved here and might go, oh fuck, I should probably say what I know.
Yeah, damn, Laura, that was cold-blooded. It was a gamble, like, putting it all out there, but it works perfectly, because when you say Render's name, Cammy goes, wait, what? Hold on. What's happened?
Yeah, Render. Render's, well, no one can find Renders to start.
Cammy says, well, okay, that's not good. That's the guy, he works in PR, right?
Yeah, the person whose room contained the murderbot janitor that had your mod chip in it.
Oh, fuck. All right. Okay. Sorry. Let's rewind. Back up. I was just playing. I gave a mod chip to someone. It was me, but it's not. I didn't know it was a whole thing. Write down in your report that I was extremely cooperative. I have a lot of friends who have a lot of guns, so let's just all be cool here.
Now, who did you give the mod chip to?
Oh, it was the other. I mean, that's why when you said Render, I was like, oh, because I gave the chip to the other person in the PR department. The human? Dot?
The weeaboo.
Uh-huh.
Well, that is very curious. That is a very interesting piece of information.
Yeah, she said that she couldn't get the robot to get into the crevices in her room, and she needed to make some mods to get that in the hard stuck on stuff. I didn't know she was going to be weird about it.
Yeah, that is helpful. We need to go. Bye. And Trizzy's just gonna start moving.
I'm like, what is that behind you? And then just leave.
All right, where are you all going?
We gotta go
to the PR department.
Yeah.
Or I guess can we contact or use a little radar system to find out where Dot is exactly, just in case they have left?
Yeah, you asked Captain Jamil to do another, personnel scan, and the captain says,
PR personnel Dot is not currently answering the psychic hail.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair.
Can we go to the Dot's quarters?
Yeah, I mean, we should know where she lives, and we can toss her place.
Absolutely. You roll up on Dot's place, kind of the same way you did on Render's. When you go to kick the door in, it is locked.
Okay. Before we go kicking the door in, can we use the mental Wi-Fi to get a message to Andre via our elder brain?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, basically everyone has walkie-talkies on the ship, but people can and often do put them on silent because it's annoying. So that'll be a problem going forward sometimes, but not right now.
Trizzy's gonna try and contact Andre and just go, hey, quick question. Do you know Dot's favorite flavor of pie?
Oh yeah, Dot, the big Illithid fan. Her, she's always ordering the brain substitute, even though it doesn't agree with her stomach. It's not really for her, but she insists.
Okay, that makes sense. Got it. Now I'm hoping that previously confirmed canon flavor-changing space pie can be used to lure Dot out. Like, hey, Dot. We've got some of that illithid, that brain replacement substitute pie. I thought I'd bring you a slice for all your help earlier.
Like a Looney Tunes cartoon where you put a pie in a windowsill and stink lines come out and grab your nose.
Yes. Look, I'm hoping that we can play this off as you were you were so helpful when we were looking for Render earlier. We brought you pie to say thank you.
This is all very clever, but the door simply does not open and there is no response.
I have an idea. I have a thief kit. Is there like a sci-fi lockpick in there or what?
Absolutely. That's if you have proficiency, you roll with your proficiency bonus.
Oh yeah, it says it on there proficiency. Okay, so where is my proficiency? Oh, +2. Got it. Okay. So that's a d20 plus 2. Hold on, let me write the thing. And 15.
Perfect. Yeah. So you call into Andre, Trizzy. While you're doing that, Bill Webb, you just pick the door lock. You want to tell me how that looks? Is some kind of device you carry, or what's up?
I'm gonna say it looks like kind of like a big screwdriver, and it's not delicate, is what I'm saying. Bill Webb just kind of like jams it into whatever it needs to be jammed into, not very delicately, and then a bunch of buttons and a bunch of flashing lights happen, and a green light happens on the lockpick, and that means it worked.
This is a beautiful visual when you know that it's a duck doing all of this too.
Yeah. I love that security on the ship is not duck proof.
It's not resistance to someone just jamming something into it and twisting it a little bit.
Bill says the green light happened, so we can go in.
Perfect. Yeah, green light comes on, the door opens, and a computerized voice says "whoosh" as the door opens. Yeah. What do you all do?
She must be jacking it. We should be careful.
Is there anyone in here that we can immediately see, or?
If you enter the room, you see a figure, and in fact, this figure steps forward, and it looks to be an illithid. If you've seen these before, human-shaped with like a grayish purple skin, kind of cephalopod texture. Their head has tentacles around the mouth and the nose and face, and they are wearing a black cape. It's a very like gothic spiked outfit, and this person's is weirdly like buff. There's a thing about some mind flayers in the canon.
Like Carrot Top.
Yes, this is the Carrot Top mind flayer where you're like, surely this is a shrimpy little nerd, and then he's like, what the fuck, why is he so vascular?
You're like, why are you so buff for a profession where you did not need to be this jacked?
And the illithid says, welcome back, senpai.
What?
I think we might have gotten confused. Is this Render?
You have all seen Render before. No, this does not appear to be Render. And
okay.
Looking kind of like at the whole group, he says, "Can I get you anything, Master?"
Wow, I don't know what's happening.
Can I roll insight? Is this a living person or a robot?
Please roll insight, please. It's gonna get grosser if you don't.
I rolled an 8, but because of my special thing, it goes up to an 11.
I'll roll as well, I guess. I get plus.
Oh, I botched. I have no idea what the fuck's happening.
I got 13.
I am so fucking confused.
Incredible. Okay, so you said you got an 11 because of your special thing. Do you want to remind us the special thing is?
Yeah, I have the ear for deceit. I can make an insight check to determine if a creature is lying. I treat a roll of 7 or lower as an 8, and I don't know if this counts as lying or not, but I'm certainly confused and I want to know what's going on.
Sure. An 11 and 13 means the group succeeds. So I will say it's not lying traditionally, but there is a deception involved. So I'm going to say it counts, which is that, no, this is not a person. This is actually a hologram.
Oh my
this
God.
Is like,
Oh shit!
It's like some weeaboo fucking friend, like little like Japanese maid shit. Like, welcome home, master.
Sorry, I feel like my mind was not in the gutter enough, and I did not know what was going on until this very second. Okay.
But we got a botch here. What do you think, Laura? Do you think you're just like, oh, this extremely handsome, like chiseled squid man wants to be my kohai? What do you like? How are you processing
No,
this?
I think Trizzy has instantly gone. This is the one. I never thought I would find anyone that I would be willing to accept into like my personal space down in the little caverns of the ship. But there's something about this one. Oh,
can I please find the off switch to this thing?
Well, before we do that, I do think we should
only
maybe.
if you're ready to break Trizzy's heart.
Before we do that, I would like to ask, yes, it has been a while. In fact, how long has it been since I've been in this room?
Master Dot, it has been 2 nights since you've left my presence. My heart has ached for you so.
This is a lot.
Okay, you can be muted for a moment. 2 days, that is a while. How long does that track for when Render was last seen?
Render didn't show up for work this morning, so
Okay.
Yeah, this is all lining up. I would say I think you've stumbled upon the majority of what's going on.
We've stumbled upon something.
Hey, where else in the I tell you all of my secrets. Well, what other locations on the ship that no one else knows about have I mentioned to you recently?
Wow, that's great. Because you botched and you are somewhat flattered by this illusion of this handsome illithid man. I think this is a funny idea. I can give you information. What's the trade-off here? Because you botched, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to there be some cost.
We have to leave the pie behind.
You fucking dorks.
Perhaps if we get the information as to where Dot is, Trizzy might want to spend a minute just want to spend a minute here with this hologram and might have to be a little late to the next place we're going.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, this is almost like you're starting a plot line where you're going to like take this program and like try to make it your friend or something.
I mean, maybe a little bit, but like, I feel like that's the compromise of like, I'll get information out of this thing, but also like, hey, maybe I don't have to be alone down in my little hammock.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be this exactly. Like, I could see you making alterations. I mean, this is just the...
Oh, yeah, no. It wouldn't stay in this form, but I think Trizzy's realized, wait, a person who takes up no physical space, so, like, I can just walk straight through them while, like, doing my repairs and still have a conversation with, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so the handsome illithid gentleman says, "My beloved Dot, my heart, are you asking about our secret place below the food processing center?"
Oh shit!
Oh, what
always there.
What a convenient thing you've said there. Yeah, that is exactly what I'm asking about. Okay, well, hey, you two. Sounds like we should probably get there. I will be right with you. I'm just gonna see how easy or difficult it is to change the name settings on this thing.
As I say before, Cecilia leaves. I want to find a piece of paper and I want to sketch the cape because that sounds very cool, and I want one like that.
You will not believe the illithid drip in some of the books. The Mind Flayer fashion is bonkers.
Oh, Trizzy is sitting down and has gotten out the mod chip that was used in the janitor bot and is going like, okay, I could probably reprogram this on the fly, get this thing like looking like a goblin and referring to me. I could make that work. But give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right with you.
Enjoy yourself.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, since we're here, like, can I? We have found the hologram, but can I just toss the room, like, in a more general sense, just in case there's anything else we need to find here?
Sure, investigation.
Okay, all right. Here we go. I feel like I should be investigating stuff.
Absolutely.
I crit failed it. I find nothing. I am less informed now than I was when I started.
Yeah, so you go looking through like her closet, you go under the bed, you actually find some stuff. There's like order forms from like what you think are probably scams of like people selling illithid tadpoles. Something very important throughout this entire season is going to be the life cycle of the illithid species. They start as like a little tadpole that goes into your brain and eats your brain, and then they become the adult, which is like the human-sized one. They take over, the humanoid body, and then finally some become just disembodied brains. The 3 steps is going to recur as a thing over and over, so we all need to know that.
So how quickly after someone has an illithid tadpole in their brain would you visually be able to tell that they had an illithid tadpole in their brain?
So the process called seromorphosis that we are describing happens pretty quickly. So the tadpole burrows into your brain and you're just dead. Like you're straight up dead. And your body begins changing over the course of a couple days. As we are speaking, They are developing a game called Baldur's Gate 3, the plot
Yeah.
of which is you have a tadpole put in your brain, and then magic stops it from immediately killing you, and you have to find a way to get it out. So it's very in
Yeah.
the
I-
zeitgeist.
Because what I'm thinking here is, hey, someone obsessed with illithids has ordered some illithid tadpoles online, and at some point in maybe the last day has had an illithid tadpole go into their brain and...
Yeah, I see where you're saying that maybe Dot's being piloted, but no, she would have just died and become an illithid. She wouldn't be walking around as a human anymore.
Okay, because I guess what I was getting at was, if Ceramorphosis takes over a couple of days, could it be that we were talking to an illithid that was pretending to be Dot that hadn't yet visually started to look at all illithid?
Yeah, that's not strange to think because there is a very specific illithid thing called thralls, basically people who are psionically dominated. And that is 100% a thing, like a thrall,
Yeah.
like sleeper agent. There could be people among you anytime who are just psychically dominated by elder brains.
Now, see, that is also... Can the illithid tadpoles do that?
No,
Okay.
no.
I think my concern right now is more that she's doing something to render.
Well, I was gonna say, is it something like,
This feels like some Get Out shit, is what I'm trying to get at.
I was gonna go, like, do you get an elder brain by... I'm trying to remember how elder brains work. Do you get an elder brain by putting an illithid tadpole into an illithid or something?
This is a great question. I guess I could make you roll for this, but the fact is you're on an illithid peace mission, so it would be weird if you didn't know. Which it just so happens like 1 out of every million illithids is what's
Yeah.
called a eulitharid, which is a special bigger kind of illithid that just eventually becomes an elder brain. It's like if some butterflies had a thing after butterfly instead of larva, pupa, butterfly. If there was just a secret 4th stage, only a small percentage of butterflies had. I guess queen bees are literally the thing I'm thinking of, right?
Yeah.
That's literally the thing. It's called eusocialism. Like eusocial animals have this. Ant queens also literally have this thing.
All right, I want to head to the food processing center.
Yeah.
I would love to do that for you, but we did have a botch here.
no.
I didn't give you the consequence.
Yeah.
So I was saying, Bill Webb's looking through all of Dot's stuff. You find so she's been trying to order illithid tadpoles, but has basically been getting scammed because that's insane. That's like trying to buy a baby. It's not a thing that you should do or you can do unless you find extremely evil people. But then you try to open a locked chest in her room, and it is rigged with a mine. Dexterity save, everyone, as it goes off.
Okay.
We all have to dodge it. I didn't open up an explosive thing.
Look, we live
But
together.
that's the
we
thing
die
about
together.
mines. Mines, typically pretty big explosions.
I got a 17.
12.
7.
Bill Webb triggers it is the only one who doesn't get hit. Is it because
damn.
do you hear the click and kick it
Yeah.
across the room?
Yes. Can we say that's literally what happens, please?
Absolutely. 7. Okay, it wasn't that bad. I could have rolled a lot higher. 7 damage.
That's half my life, so it's a little bit.
Yeah, you're all level 3. You're not like commandos. You're not super troopers. You're just kind of bureaucrats with self-defense training, and so hot shrapnel rips through 2 of you.
Bill says, you all right?
It hurts. Everything hurts.
Been better. Been better.
God.
I'm going to eat my pie now, and I want no one to disturb me as we walk to the food processing plant.
Okay. I was going to offer to cast Cure Wounds on you. If you'd like some of that health back before what is probably going to be a boss fight, I'm guessing maybe.
Cecilia is going to reach into their cloak and pull out like an absurdly ornate flask and pop it open and just start drizzling blood over this key lime pie and be like, that would be nice, thank you. And just start chowing down, like gracefully doing it, but just also undignitedly, like just eating an entire fucking piece of pie while carrying on this conversation.
Okay, there you go. Now, I will catch up with you in just like 2 minutes.
Okay.
I am off now.
All right, me too. Bill has noticeably not apologized.
It has been noticed.
Oh yeah, no, Trizzy has not noticed.
Okay.
Trizzy has not noticed.
Fair.
That's why I'm
Alright.
giving you the cold shoulder as I eat pie.
All right, so you all walk down to the food processing sector of the ship. There's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of machines. There's a lot of people wearing, protective equipment, walking back and forth, not paying a lot of attention to you. This is a pretty big, busy part of the ship because there's a lot of people here, and many people have very specific nutritional requirements. This is kind of an important thing, is that when you have a lot of different species living together, they all eat different things, and it's a key source of conflict. Some would say the heart of the illithid conflict, because their nutritional needs require the death of intelligent life. So that's been a huge sticking point. So this is a pretty important place. You walk in, and some people kind of acknowledge you generally, but no one stops you. What are you doing? It's notable Trizzy not here yet. She is taking the the illusory butler from Dot's room right now.
I would like to do an investigation check. We were told this is a hidden room underneath the processing plant.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if this investigation produces fewer minds. Okay. 13.
24.
Hell yeah. That's the shit. So you all are walking across the floor. There are some people chopping up meat. There's someone tending to a greenhouse. You find some sluice gates, and then you find there's a hatch in the floor that is not guarded or there's no signage saying what it is. But you find it, Cecilia, and you hone in on it oh, this leads under the processing plant. This must be what the illusion was talking about. In fact, 24 is so good. Not only do you find it, but you also find this kind of secret handle, like on a Tesla. I don't know if you ever opened the door of a Tesla, but they don't have fucking handles. You have to push in on the handle to make a handle pop out. It's like a trick they play on poor people trying to open them. And that is kind of the same thing here. There's not an obvious handle or button or anything, but if you push on it, it pops something out that you pull on to open it.
Mr. Webb, I think I have found where we need to go.
Bill draws his duck knife and gets ready just in case.
I will open the hatch. Just like Lost.
Oh my god.
Can we end the episode there? Just like Lost ended the season there? We open the hatch and then next episode starts with Desmond.
Almost. Let's go down to the hatch first, because we are going to do a Lost season someday, and I don't want to blow our entire Lost load.
Okay, so the password for things this season can't be 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. We gotta hold on to that.
No, I'm going to make my own entirely different obnoxious string of numbers that I force everyone to memorize.
Oh, I'll memorize it, Austin. Don't you test me. I'll do it.
Laura's like, I'm taking notes now. I'm too powerful. You'll never stop me.
I remember who characters are and what their names are. I can't be stopped.
Absolutely. So Bill Webb and St. Cecilia, you make your way down a ladder down into what seems to be some kind of tunnels under the processing plant. I would say roll history to know what their purpose is. What's going on here exactly?
I rolled a 13.
4.
So above average, I will say, St. Cecilia, and in fact, this is relevant to you, so it makes sense you would know this. This was some part of the synthetic blood manufacturing process, but at some point, the refrigeration broke and the blood spoiled, and so it all had to be flushed out. It's currently undergoing maintenance, right? Because you don't want a bunch of stale blood sitting around. That's a biohazard. So these are tubes that blood would flow through for them making the synthetic blood, but right now it is out of service. So there's rust colored stains on the walls. You see some fungus growing in here. All this needs to be cleaned before these can be used again. And you crawl through here until you find a tank, a storage tank, a grain silo, but for blood. And inside there, you see the illithid Render tied up, and you see the human Dot standing over him, begging, please just eat my brain. No one will know. Come on. I'm so delicious. I bet it'll be our secret. And you see she's wearing like a jacket that says like #1 Illithid fan. She has like a hat with a little squid on it. She's like rocking 10 different types of merch. But
We just stumbled onto someone's fetish.
Yeah, we absolutely did.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
look,
This is kinky Get Out.
Look, when we first met her, I didn't want to make accusations I couldn't back up, but like the vibes are never good when someone is that you shouldn't be that big of a fan in the workplace. Like, that's inappropriate. That's going to make your colleagues feel uncomfortable.
Bill gets into knife cop mode and says,
Do we want to sneak, or do we want to just go?
"Oh, I'm sorry. Does Dot see us or?"
Not yet. No.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, we could try to like sneak up from behind, like get behind Dot and like bonk her on the head.
Sure. These are like metal, corridors you're kind of in. These tubes for blood, so it's going to be a high DC to not make any noise. But you can roll stealth.
All right, I'm gonna try
as well
because I have a lot of stealth.
I got a 15.
Yeah, I have 23.
Yeah, 15 and 23 is incredible. So you two are able to sneak down into the tank where they are, and you can attempt some sort of bonking if you would like. I would say Render sees you as you approach and psionically says to you both, like, hey, you need to watch out. This lady is nuts. She probably has contingencies. She's rigged some stuff. There's like a sluice gate. Do you know about the sluice juice? You do not want to let the sluice juice loose, my friends.
Since we're behind this woman and she doesn't see us, can I see like if she have any weapons on her?
Yeah, she has a laser pistol.
Okay, can I?
Pretty normal to have in like a space setting where there are like pirates and stuff.
That makes sense. But since she hasn't seen us yet, can I use sleight of hand to try to just like rip it off of her?
Absolutely, an extremely ballsy move. I love Bill Webb's entire shit.
18.
Okay, I was looking for a 20 just to take the gun. 18
Damn.
is high enough. You can get your hand on it, like pop the strap and grab it, and now a struggle is going to ensue because she's going to like spin and wrestle you for it.
Okay, so is this like a strength thing?
Absolutely, strength contest. She sees, I mean, you're a duck, right? You grab her gun, presumably with your bill, and she spins around, like, what the fuck?
Shit, my strength is not good, so I'm a -1 to this. So here I go. 18 again.
Bill Webb, the duck whom with you cannot fuck. 21!
Oh, damn.
God. Damn it.
While this struggle is happening, can I take my rapier out and like cut the ropes that are holding Render?
Okay, so a lot of things are happening at once. Yeah, I'll say Bill Webb sneaks up on Dot, grabs the gun. A struggle ensues. You run over, you start cutting Render free, and then Dot twists the gun around and it goes off. And just like, bam, that scene cuts to black, and then we're with Trizzy.
Oh no!
I know what I want to be happening when you cut back to me.
Absolutely.
I found something flavor-wise on my sheet that I think works perfectly with what's been going on. One of the things I have as an artificer is the ability to create a homunculus servant.
Oh my.
I create a special homunculus that serves me using mechanical methods, and I think what that means is that I tinker with whatever, like, mechanical, technological base causes this hologram to appear, and that becomes the heart of this homunculus servant, which I now have... I have reprogrammed to look like another goblin and to speak to me rather than Dot, but I now have a little holographic goblin servant.
Trizzy's like, no man is good enough, so I built my own boyfriend.
Exactly, I built my own boyfriend, and me and my boyfriend are coming to save the day.